This is another view from the International Space Station and it was recorded yesterday afternoon. Welcome to another update from the Force 13's Australia Oceania channel, where the local weather scene sees the issuing of a new flood watch and the cancellation of the severe weather warning for North Queensland. Here's another look at the total forecast of rain. And considering the hours of the day at my HQ, overnight we've had some very nice rainfall. And although we are in a La Nina event, one shouldn't be surprised at the amount of rain that Australia is seeing. However, the rainfall scale, right hand side of the screen, and I'm waiting with interest to see what the Bureau's next update is going to be re the rain. The tropical weather scene sees Invest 97p, now heading for tropical cyclone status, and Invest 98p. Here's a look at the Himawawi 8 satellite view. It's the rainbow imagery, and look at that area from, let's say, south of Sydney right up into the northeastern Northern Territory region. Now we have a look at the instability, storm probability, supercell rainfall or precipitation. These are from 7 p.m. through to I think 2200 hours tonight. And that severe wet low pressure system that is now weakening. However, I think it's Invest 98p has created a 1 in 100 year rain event, and to the thing at southwest and Longreach, I haven't seen rain for at least 6 to 7 years, and the people are full of joy that the heavens are finally open, but they're looking for follow-up rain. Joint Typhoon Warning Centre, they have upgraded their position to high for Invest 97p to develop into a tropical cyclone. And in our next update, we will be looking at both systems in more detail. And the precipitation values in the text, bottom left hand side of the screen, and this is available on the BSCH website. And this is a view of the city of Sales, Auckland. Apology for the darkness in the text. This is the latest from the Northern Territory's Bureau. The tropical low percentages increase from very low to low. Initial flood watch has been issued for the western, central and eastern inland areas. And as mentioned, cancellation severe weather warning for the Gulf country, northern Goldfields, upper Flinders, northwest. Now this is a look at the wind feature, and you can definitely see the area in yellow, dark red or light brown. Now we look at the Papua New Guinea Himaroi 8 view, and somewhere to the south is Invest 97p. Now we look at the floaters on the Invest. Sea surface temperature is in the Coral Sea, 29 Celsius, Gulf of Carpentaria 30. Here's the earlier position, the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre. We have the tropical cyclone Dumasile and Invest 97p. The colour is now red for high percentages for development. The tropical cyclone formation probability guide, and you can clearly see the areas of interest. The 97, 98 Invest. The upper level divergence for both systems is looking healthy. It's up around 40 knots. This information is updated every 3 hours. Wind shear, and really not an issue for either of the two systems. Invest 97p is currently tracking southwest. The 24-hour shear tendency. The Fiji Met Office has put out a cyclone or tropical low chart, track chart. The 850 millibar vorticity, and it looks like there's a threat to the entire Vanuatu, New Caledonia region. And thanks to Levi Cowan, the owner operator of Tropical Tidbits. Here's tracks, possible tracks on Invest 97p, and if it reaches tropical cyclone status, it will have the name of Hola. That's Hotel Oscar Lima Alpha. Another look at precipitable water. The scale is the bottom of the screen, and you can see Invest 97p, but when viewing non-official weather sources, caution has to be applied because the information does change. And you can probably see Invest 98p could turn into a cyclone through the northwest WA coast. Now we look at total accumulated precipitation. It's again the area in yellow, but more importantly the dark brown. we will continue to bring the latest information as soon as it's practicable. And this is another model's view, and you can clearly see Invest 97, and there's no doubt that from looking at the floater imageries on Invest 97, there's no doubt that it's not going to become a tropical cyclone. However, keeping an eye on the Coral Sea to the south of Papua New Guinea, here's the floaters on Invest 98p, correction 97p, and the convection is starting to close. You can see the white in the cloud tops, and that represents the cooling. But when you look at the image currently on the screen, there's no doubt that Fiji, Vanuatu, more so Vanuatu, is under, I'm going to say, a major threat. We appreciate the support. Jason is over in Perth. He's our technical person. If you'd like to be part of the Force 13's AU operation or the international operation, we'd like to hear from you. And as is the case, here's the information from
you can
Nathan.
follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com, which has had a revamp and is still under reconstruction, but take a look. Also YouTube, of course, if you haven't subscribed, that might be a good idea. Visit Force 13. We're also on Facebook under the same name, of course, and you can like us on there, and you can also follow us on Twitter. Search Force 13, all in text for those. You can also add Force 13 on Skype or my personal account on Discord, Fool13, at extension 9094.